What's going on, you guys? It's Cody Steck. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about CuriosityStream, and this is a stock that has absolutely popped off the last couple of days and is going on a big run. It's still a very small cap company, but I think it has a lot of potential. I seem to be like the only guy here on YouTube that's actually talking about this company, and I don't know why, because it's actually a very good company. They've got very strong numbers, they've got strong growth, they've got a very good management team. Everything's playing out for these guys, and I think they're going to see some massive growth here in the next little bit, and I'm surprised that more people are not investing into this company. With that said, let's talk a little bit about what CuriosityStream is. If you don't know, CuriosityStream is a non-fiction streaming company that makes basically documentaries or just real life videos about everything you'd want to know about the world, right? So they make topics on everything from like World War II to animals, planet Earth type stuff. They make videos, documentaries about people or about different cultures. I mean, anything you want to know about that's non-fiction, CuriosityStream is your go-to platform for that. They've got a very good business model. It's a very cheap product. I'm surprised how cheap it is. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the company itself and kind of what they offer and some of their back end, numbers that you need to know about if you're looking at investing in this company. So with that said, let's jump into the stock first. I want to take a look at the stock chart, show you what they've been doing over the last little bit, and then we're going to talk more about the company itself. So this is a company that I hold in a couple different accounts. I have some of their regular shares and I also have some of their warrants because I'm able to maximize the gains that I get off of those warrants. When the price goes up, my gains are higher. Of course, when the price drops, I do lose more money than I would if I was just holding regular shares on a percentage basis, but I really like the warrants because the gains can be massive, as you will see here. So in one account, I own 100 shares of their warrants. In another account, I have 115 shares of their regular stock, and then I've got 460 shares of warrants in this account as well. And you can see the massive gains here. I mean, I bought this at roughly the same time, and you can see that on the shares themselves, I've gained 31%, whereas on the warrants, I've gained over 106%. So you can see there's massive gains here with the warrants. You do have to be careful because there's some extra redemption rules and stuff that you need to know about, but you can see here that they do produce very good gains. And then in my Webull account, I do hold another 78 shares over there. Okay, so this is a company that has had some strong, solid growth over the last couple of months. This is here on the Webull platform, which you can get your free stocks using the link down in the description below if you haven't already done so. This is the CuriosityStream chart right here. You can see that. And over the last couple of months, the stock was trading mostly flat around this $10, even down to $8.68 here for a brief period of time. You can see the stock was, kind of trending down. And then ever since then, it's been trending up higher and higher over the past 3 months. So it's had this nice, kind of smooth, solid run up, came back down a little bit, started trading towards the $15 mark, and then just recently over the past 2 or 3 weeks or so, has had a nice run again up to $23. I think this is because they're gaining traction, they're getting additional exposure on Wall Street, and they're also getting their upcoming earnings for 2020 is supposed to be coming out, and they've got really bright numbers for 2021. They're expecting to almost double revenue in 2021 from roughly 39 million or so to 72 million. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually end up hitting that. They've got a huge amount of subscribers that are outside of the United States, and so I think this is really where their market's at. And in a company like this is a company that, if you haven't heard of CuriosityStream, you're probably not signed up for their service because you haven't heard of it. Not because you've heard of it, but just don't need it. I actually stumbled across this in a YouTube video not too long ago, and this is how I became aware of the company. This is a service where I signed up almost immediately after finding out about it because I'm like, hey, I like documentary type stuff. I'm going to sign up for this streaming platform. It's only $20 for a yearly subscription, which is extremely cheap, right? And they only have to charge such a low amount because making these types of videos is much cheaper than making, other series like Netflix would, right? So CuriosityStream, it costs them a lot less to produce their shows, and so they're able to charge a lot less for their subscription service. So this is a company and a platform that I signed up for right away because I'm like, hey, it's $20. If I watch 1 or 2 shows, I feel like I got my money's worth out of this platform, right? But I get a whole year subscription for that. So being that it's so cheap, I think they've got a big opportunity to continue growing as people actually find out about the company and, say, hey, I'm going to sign up for this as well. I don't think this is a product where, a lot of people haven't signed up, but they do know about it. I would say that most people who know about this are signing up because of the extreme value that's here, and that's only going to push their numbers higher and higher. So if we actually zoom in on the chart here, I want to kind of talk about what this stock has done here recently. The white is during market hours, and then the purple here on the graph is after hours. So anything you see in purple is kind of what the stock is doing after hours. So over the past week, I mean, even look at this. Since 2/12, today is the 18th, the day I'm filming this, Thursday night. And you can see here that the stock was down in the 1850, 1880 range on Monday. Or excuse me, that was last Friday, and it's just kind of climbed steadily here over the last couple of days. So there's been some strong growth. I believe they're still under $1 billion market cap at this point. Okay, I just had to check. This actually puts them at just over 1.17 billion on the market cap. So they just crossed over $1 billion market cap with this current share price. The thing that I love so much about this, let's actually get rid of this here. So what I want to talk about, why I love this company, why I think they have a strong future outlook is, look, they're created and founded by John Hendricks, who was the creator of the Discovery Channel. This guy obviously knows what he's doing when it comes to creating TV shows and building a network of building a successful company based off of this kind of TV platform, right? He built Discovery Channel, and that is one of the most popular and most successful TV channels out there. I would think it's safe to say that, he founded this company, CuriosityStream, in I think 2014. And so he kind of saw the shift onto this online platform saying, hey, we need to get into streaming. He, instead of, kind of moving everything from Discovery over to a streaming platform, he basically said, look, we're going to start this new company, make it only nonfiction, and start growing this. So, I mean, the fact that this guy founded Discovery Channel obviously shows that he knows what he's doing. And now he's founded this CuriosityStream platform for nonfiction documentary type stuff. And he obviously can, he's got deep pockets. The guy's got to be worth $1 billion, maybe just under it or something. Definitely into the multi-hundreds of millions of dollars. So he's got money, he's got the knowledge, he's got the network, he's got everything he needs to kind of push this company in the direction it needs to go. Also, another thing on that, as of end of last year, he was buying back shares in massive amounts under his own name. He's a majority shareholder in the company. Although he's not the CEO at this time, he does own a massive amount of shares in this company, which gives me good faith, because if he's buying into the company, he's buying back shares at at these increasing prices, obviously shows that he knows, he's got faith in the company, and that's always a good sign as an investor, seeing the management or the founder or whoever, is on the inside buying back shares of this company. The reasons why I think they have a large outlook on growth is because, look, their subscription service is so cheap as it is. They have the potential to grow and increase their prices over time if they wanted to, as they continue to get their name out there. Like I said earlier, their subscription is only $20 per year. If this service was $30 per year or $40 per year, I probably wouldn't even, think twice about it. I'd just be like, yeah, cool, sign me up. I still think that's a steal of a deal to get access to a platform like this where you've got a lot of really good content. They could easily, raise their prices 50%, 100%. And I think most people, at least here in the United States, probably wouldn't even think twice about it. I think there's also potential for them to get into branding or licensing deals with universities for this nonfiction type stuff that's very educational. I know that's maybe a long shot, but I just see that there could be some potential there. Also, the other thing I want to talk about, because I did mention it earlier, over 50% of their subscribers to their platform are based outside of the United States, which I think is a huge plus, because as more people in the United States figure out about it, they're going to sign up for this platform, I think, without even really thinking about it. But the fact that they've already got exposure to people outside of the United States, and they're already putting in these licensing and branding deals and establishing these partnerships with other TV networks and companies outside of the United States. I mean, in Asia or Africa or South America or Europe, they're already producing these partnerships. And so I think that gives them a huge head start in being able to reach more and more subscribers outside the United States and continue growing. I mean, in the United States, you're kind of limited because you've only got, roughly 300 million people here in the States. So once you get outside of that, the world has over 7 billion people. So this just gives you a total addressable market that is much bigger than if you were just focused here on the United States trying to grow here in this local market. So I think that's really kind of one thing that a lot of people are overlooking is look, there's international growth here, and everybody can learn about, a war that happened, or about space, or about animals, or about culture. I mean, anybody's kind of interested in that. And I think it kind of goes beyond just the traditional American lifestyle or culture that things would be interested in, or that people would be interested in here in America. So one other thing I've got to mention is like, look guys, Netflix has a $242 billion market cap. CuriosityStream is sitting at just over $1 billion. I've talked about this in a number of other videos when I've talked about CuriosityStream here on the channel. Look, CuriosityStream is tiny compared to Netflix. And if Netflix is able to achieve to become one of the biggest companies in America, I think there's a pretty good chance that CuriosityStream could go from 1 billion to 5 billion or 1 billion to 10 billion. I think there's a pretty high likelihood if they continue to execute, continue to get exposure, produce good content, and get people to subscribe to the service. I don't think there's any reason why they couldn't become a $10 billion market cap if Netflix is sitting at $240 billion. I mean, that's just crazy. And it shows what type of total addressable market is out there and what investors are willing to pay for. I mean, obviously Netflix has the branding and the loyalty behind it. So I'm not saying that CuriosityStream is going to be $100 billion market cap or even $200 billion. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to be the next Netflix, but I am saying, look, they've got a long way to go. And even then, they're still only going to be a fraction of what's possible out there. Netflix has over 200 million subscribers right now, and CuriosityStream is sitting at just 13 million. So is it possible for CuriosityStream to go from 13 million to 20 or maybe even 30 million? I think so. I think there's a really good chance that they could end up doing this, and this gives them a very long runway for their market cap to continue to increase. So I don't know about you guys, but I do think this could be a double up or maybe even a triple up, maybe even a 4x on this stock over the next couple of years, maybe even up to 10x if you're trading those warrants and picking those up as well. I really like this company. I'm going to continue putting money into it. In fact, I just transferred over about $3,000 into one of my accounts, and I plan to put the majority of that here into this company despite the price going up. I just think there's a lot of opportunity here, and it's kind of flying under the radar. Not a lot of people know about this company just yet, and I think as they continue to get exposure here on YouTube, in Wall Street, and just kind of across the world, I think they're going to continue to seek success, and I think their numbers are moving in the correct direction. So obviously, I really like this company. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well about this company. Drop me a comment down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Check out the Discord channel for real estate investors and real estate agents. You're going to see that in the description as well. And with all of that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one.